Goodison Park is second only to Old Trafford in the Premiership's list of awkward places to visit. The form that's brought Arsenal a 9-game winning streak faces serious examination. Part of it carried out by an old boy, Stephen Hughes, a perennial understudy who's now found a leading role. He moved from Highbury only last month. Hughes is part of an Everton lineup unchanged from the derby draw with Liverpool, so Don Hutchison, sent off in this fixture last year, continues alongside the other, more senior Hughes. Arsenal are without leading scorer Thierry Henry. Manager Arsene Wenger is unhappy that despite a hamstring injury, France played him in a midweek friendly. Kanu is his replacement, Tony Adams is back, and Grimondi plays in midfield because Wenger is worried about the effect of 4 games in 10 days on Patrick Vieira. That's why he's only on the bench. Referee Dermot Gallagher has promotion on his mind. He's the commercial manager of Ryman League Tame United, who today face a very big game against Romford, birthplace of Messrs Adams and Parlour. It's a dank old day. It's been raining steadily for an hour or so. The pitch is nice and skiddy, and for Arsenal, certainly there is plenty at stake. 3 points behind Liverpool at kick-off, and an academic point, they're 22 points now behind Manchester United. Here's Bergkamp. And Kanu slipping. Back from international duty with Nigeria. Silvinho. Overmars. Swept out by Richard Dunn, who became a full international in midweek. Bergkamp. Silvinho. Parler's in the middle waiting for a cross, so's Grimondi. And it was Zavir who got in the way of the cross after Dunn had been rather too easily tricked by the Brazilian. Parler having trouble placing the ball. He's actually trying to put it outside the quadrant to start with. That way Hutchison. Back to the taker. Everton have become a difficult side to beat, particularly here at Goodison under Walter Smith's tutelage. Coming to the end of his 2nd season in charge now. Good deep kick. Asking questions of Tony Adams. Oh! Illustrative of just how treacherous the surface appears to be. They go through to Seaman's opposite number, Paul Gerrard. The players obviously have made allowances with their footwear. Normally they like a slippy pitch, but everything seems to be going wrong for David Seaman at the moment. Still, better to drop your chewing gum than the ball. Keown brushed off the ball very easily by Mark Hughes. Here's Collins! The reaction suggests that he feels he should have scored. And that was certainly the reaction of 30-odd thousand Evertonians. It's the slip by Keown under pressure from Mark Hughes that set up the chance. Marginally high and wide. Petit. Given away by Zavir to Overmars. Now Bergkamp. Kanu in the middle. Bergkamp ambitiously tried to curl it inside the far post. Arsene Wenger is one of the few Arsenal players to have lost something in recent weeks. In his case, his voice. Here's Dixon. Bergkamp. Well, possession is not being valued by either side. Here's Kanu, waiting for a runner. Bergkamp left it for Parla. And Gerrard, in the end, was able to thwart him in fairly straightforward fashion. Either of the Arsenal players could have struck it. There's no great power. Keown seemed to shove Hutchison out of the way and then trod on him. And Hutchison has reacted fairly angrily. Things are boiling up in this game. He wasn't actually looking where he was going, so it's hard to pin blame on him, but Hutchison didn't like it. Half an hour gone, although it feels like longer. In by Petit. Adams! Oh, and Keown couldn't keep it in. It's behind for a goal kick. Tony Adams unable to direct the header. Keown. Bergkamp. Kanu. Put it out from under his feet to Overmars. There was a gap to aim for. It's not a gap that he was able to find. Oh, a slip by Keown. Overmars with clear ground ahead of him. Gerrard uncertain. Overmars scores. As he so often has in the past against Everton. His 4th in 6 games against this particular Merseyside club. Gerrard, caught in no man's land, started to come, then stood his ground, and in so doing invited Overmars to beat him. No defender able to get close enough to him. Overmars on the score sheet for the 12th time this season. Petit. Bergkamp. Xavier wondering. Oh, deflected! And Everton fortunate that the post was in the way, because the goalkeeper, Paul Gerrard, was completely wrong-footed. Came off the heel of Xavier's boot. Bergkamp was actually going for the opposite corner of the net. Parla with the corner. Header away by Weir. Bergkamp. Petit. Overmars. And then Unsworth. Silvino. Arsenal have come so close to adding to their 1-goal lead. Bergkamp hitting the post. The 17th time this season that Arsenal have been denied by the woodwork, more than any other Premiership club. Petit. Seeking out Overmars again, and he's through again, and he tried the lofted finish. It's a lovely ball by Emmanuel Petit to pick him out. Acknowledged by Overmars. But it took out 3 Everton defenders and left Gerrard dithering again. Fortunately, he wasn't embarrassed this time. Boos greet the half-time whistle. A rare moment of clarity amidst a confusing mass of mistakes and rugged challenges, some of which have been over the ball. Thankfully, we have a moment to remember from Overmars. And at half-time at Goodison, Everton 0, Arsenal 1. The biggest cheer of the interval has come with news arriving of problems for the rivals from across Stanley Park. Everton have made a double substitution at the start of this second period. Francis Jeffers and Michael Ball have both come on, and the players to be replaced are Richard Dunn and Stephen Hughes. Arsenal deserving of their half-time advantage. Everton, having rearranged their forces, looking to hit back. They've drawn more games than any other Premiership side, 13. At the moment, even a draw looks some distance away for them. Smith is back in the director's box. He's put Don Hutchison into midfield. Michael Ball slotting in at left back and Unsworth in central defence. Collins, Mark Hughes, Barmby, Collins, Mark Hughes again. Not quite the fearsome scorer of old, as 3 goals in his last 67 games might indicate. Still a handful, though, for Keown and Adams. On by Kanu. Oh, David Weir. That was more powerful than some of the shots we've seen on goal today. Just as well, it was diverted wide. He was aiming for Gerrard's stronger left foot. Found under the left foot of the steward behind the goal. Keown and Adams are both forward. Kanu making a nuisance of himself right in front of the goalkeeper. And it's Kanu. Actually made contact with the ball a good 10 or 12 yards away from his starting position as the kick was taken. And right across the face of the 6-yard box. Bergkamp, support from Parler ahead of him. Kanu, Grimondi. Overmars is eager to have it on the far side. Here's the man to pick him out if anyone can, it's Petit. And here is Marc Overmars, and it's round the keeper, but Gerrard got a hand to it. Now Kanu. Oh, ball swept in really quickly. Petit. Well, credit is deserved by Paul Gerrard. Parler. Bergkamp. Appeals for handball, waved away. Here's Petit. Oh, really well struck. He's allowed plenty of time to set himself, Manu Petit. It's a hammer of a left foot that he's got. And having forced Paul Gerrard to concede the corner, Petit himself is going to take it. Out by Xavier. Jeffers. Mark Hughes. Arsenal are working extremely hard to deny Everton time and space. Patrick Vieira is warming up for Arsenal. Parler. Vieira finding Petit. The early cross for Parler! That was really travelling. But Gerrard still seemed to pluck it out without undue problem. Barmby. Less than 5 minutes to go. Jeffers. Here's Phil Jevons. Seaman's come out. It's the right decision. Seaman hasn't had a great deal to do. That's the mark of the good experienced goalkeeper that he is, that when called upon, he was there. Barmby. Jeffers. Barnby tripped by Kanu. David Seaman concerned about the positioning of the defensive wall. He was beaten from this sort of range by John Collins in the first fixture between these sides at Highbury in October. Collins is directing operations, and it'll be Collins to hit it this time as well. He seemed a very unlikely striker of the ball, the way things were set up. And Seaman was struggling to get across. Adams. And the throw that Adams has conceded may offer Everton one last chance. A 10th consecutive victory for Arsene Wenger's Arsenal. Just 4 short now of the club record. The more sophisticated side in a scruffy old game. Tony Adams leading by example. Everton, too much bludgeon and blunder from them, really. And Arsenal, unquestionably now, after this latest victory, in pole position for that second Champions League place. Overmars' first half goal decided it. Everton 0, Arsenal 1.